The Red Dirt D&D podcast is brought to you by Pro Laser Cuts. The Oklahoma company provides pre-made and customizable design laser cut dice towers, tokens, and more, developed by a gamer for gamers, and now available to enhance your tabletop game. Pro Laser Cuts products can be found at many Oklahoma City area game stores, local events, and now available online at prolasercuts.com. That's laser and cuts with a Z, Pro Laser Cuts. And by SD Way Gaming, where dice goblins unite. Our friends at SD Way Gaming celebrate the beautiful dice players handpick for their games and splendor. SD Way Gaming has expanded to include many tabletop gaming varieties, accessories, and similar fun necessities to include a service for your dice addiction. You can shop for a variety of products at sdwaygaming.com or find SD Way Gaming on Facebook. Welcome to Red Dirt D&D. I'm Michael Cross, and I play Elias Stone, a human cleric.
I'm Connor Shenold. I play Sable, a half-elf rogue.
I'm Johnny Payne, and I play August E. Greymore, a human fighter.
I'm Carrie Hester, and I play Moxie, a tiefling bard.
And I'm Brooke Bullock, your DM. Please join us as we explore the curse of the Clockwork City. Our heroes have found a secret passage tunnel through the city wall that led them down into some type of underground area, some type of underground complex, where they have been attacked by 6 spiders and 2 robed figures looking very much like cultists. August and Dr. Stone are dealing with spiders in one room, while the inquisitive Sable has gotten himself in trouble with 2 cultists in an adjoining room. Moxie has come to help. We continue with combat. Sable, it's your turn. You're flanked by these 2 robed figures with sickles.
So, the one that had originally attacked me and that now Moxie is behind, I am going
That means you have flanking.
Stab. 19 to hit.
There you go.
15 piercing damage.
He's hurt, but still up.
And then I am going to attack him with my dagger. 24 to hit.
Yes.
1 point.
Oh. All right. It's as if they kind of were expecting the second strike. You still got him. Moved out of the way a little bit.
And then I'm actually, for once, going to use my Nick ability to do a second dagger attack as part of the attack action of the first dagger. 16 to hit.
Is exactly what you need. Continuing to focus on the same guy?
Actually, just as a surprise, I'll flip the blade around and jab it behind me.
Nice.
For also 1 point of damage.
Okay. Blind August, by the way, who has 2 rounds now of blindness remaining. You're up versus spiders.
Well, I'm well aware that that one is there because I've heard it take a few hits. So I will try my best to spin on my heels and hit it and hope I don't miss. Oh no, I missed. 6 points of damage.
Oh, with graze. Very nice. That particular one only had 5 hit points left, so...
And if I remember how they were, there should be another one right behind me, and so I just thrust my polearm backwards.
Yeah?
16 to hit.
Yeah.
So I thunk him for 2 points of damage.
All right. Chipping away with all of these bad guys. That brings us to the spider's turn. There's only one left. He is going to reach out with one of his clawed legs and misses, then moves. He stays within 5 feet of you, but scrambles up the wall to your left about 10 feet up. So he's now on the wall about even with your face. Bringing us to low wisdom Moxie.
Reckless Moxie.
Not thinking clearly. 3 rounds of that left, perhaps.
So let's just give him the old 1, 2, 16.
Yes, that's just what you need.
So knuckle dusters on this hit, only 5 damage, and then we'll try bare-fisted punch with the other fist. Over 20.
Okay.
So that one is just gonna be just a 3.
You punch him and he is wobbly. Like you slice and punch and he is wobbly. Still on his feet, but it was a good hit. End of turn.
Yep.
One of those gentlemen says some arcane words, puts one hand on his chest, and looks a little bit better. The other also says some arcane words and puts his hand on his chest, looking a little bit better. And for our bad guys, that is the end of their action, bringing us to Dr. Stone.
Okay, I'm gonna run out of the hallway here, 5, 10. As I'm going by, I say, come on, August, we gotta go save Moxie and Sable. And then I look around, there's a spider there, I go, ah! And I shocking grasp.
Oh! Thought my spider was gonna get a paternity attack.
No. You might. 11.
11, no, that just misses. Gonna try to reach out. Oh my gosh, natural 20. As you go by, this spider reaches out and bites at you. The good news is you take 3 points of damage, but please make me a Constitution save.
15.
You're able to resist through the door of the other room, right to the doorway of the other room.
Pass turn.
Alrighty, back up at the top of the round, Sable.
Stab. Whoever is the more injured.
That's the one between you and Moxie.
Natural 20?
With your sneak attack?
Yeah. 32 piercing damage.
So this guy touches his chest and you see some infusing light spread across his body. How do you take him out?
As I watch him heal himself, I give a wicked grin, say, that's not gonna help you much, and then I just deliver that final blow.
Like right in the throat? Oh, gruesome.
I turn to the guy behind me,
Yes.
and I will attack him with my dagger. 15 plus 6
That's a hit, of course.
for 3 piercing, and
All right.
I'll do that nick attack again. 16 plus 6 for 4 damage.
Not bad. He is still up, the other is down, and that brings us to August's turn. One spider left is crawled up on the wall behind you about eye level.
Well, I heard that. So yeah, I'm gonna try and get it. 19.
There you go, that's a hit.
Okay. 10 points.
So, very good. He had 10 hit points left. How do you describe your kill of this thing on the wall?
Bury my glaive in it and then just turn and walk towards where I think the sound is. And if it kind of comes with me, it kind of comes with me. And I start making my way over to where I'm hearing the door, trying to not draw attention to the fact that I'm blind.
Are you moving half speed to safely get across there since you're blind?
I'm just being cautious. So
Okay,
yeah,
very good.
that's why I made it barely anything.
Yep,
Yeah.
that makes perfect sense. I was just making sure you weren't going to take any more movement or didn't want
However,
to.
all the sources of light are about to be out of this room and around the corner. So if my vision came back instantly,
Wouldn't know, yeah. Alrighty, this remaining cultist desperately swings at Sable and I believe hits with 18. 6 points of damage. Yeah, that's all he can do. You've got him trapped in the corner over here. Very good. Moxie.
I'm just going to, the sky's looking rough, I assume. And I'm just gonna try to firebolt him around Sable's head. Unfortunately, I probably missed with a 12.
Yes, you do.
Awesome.
Dr. Stone.
Okay, running in. How bad are you looking?
Real bad.
That's what I thought. Actually, we'll go here.
Like, I could take another hit from this guy, but 13 out of 41 with your aid from earlier.
Yeah, casting Cure Wounds on you, and we're gonna do it from a scroll. So I open up a scroll, and I read it, and I touch Sable for 14 points of healing. So also then I'm gonna cast a healing word as well. Only a 10.
It's okay.
That will be it. Pass turn.
That brings us back to the top of the initiative order. Sable, you guys have this fellow backed into the corner near the grate that's down there, and things are not looking great for him now that you have friends and allies.
Where's Greeley?
We don't have names here.
Okay, I will try to stab him. 21?
Yes,
How is he looking?
bloodied.
Okay. 9 piercing.
Alrighty.
You want to rethink that?
And he just sneers at you and says, death comes for us all anyway.
Then I'll be sure to bring it to you early, and then I will attack with my dagger. 25 to hit. 17 piercing.
He had 15 hit points left. Whoa, how did this happen? What does it look like here at the end?
So I tell him that I will bring death to him early, and I just slice that dagger across his neck.
That's awesome. Sable with this dagger is amazing. And he falls. We are technically out of combat just about the time August E. Greymore comes into the room with his vision back. If you want to come on into the room,
I
you
still
don't have
dumb?
to. You are still feeling very confused for another 12 seconds.
I want to check to see if there's anything on these guys that might be of importance.
Yeah.
What color are their robes?
Their robes are an ashen charcoal gray.
How absolutely creative.
I know.
So derivative, their fashion sense.
But probably the first thing you notice is that just under their robes, they have a silver symbol that is on a silver chain.
I'll take it. Is it appropriately spider themed?
Yes. It's a circle that's holding the design together, and inside that circle is a skull that has spider images, kind of embossed almost, right? That are on the curves of the top of the skull. A couple of spiders.
Anything else on them?
Each one of them also has 11 gold pieces.
Just walking around with this kind of money in their pockets?
So 22 gold for both of them.
Yep.
That's 33 gold so far.
That you guys have come across, you bet. One of them has 3 vials of something, and the other one has 3 vials.
Can I do an Arcana check to see if I can figure out what these are?
You bet.
10.
So with a 10, one of them is a common healing potion. And then you want to roll again for maybe the other 2.
13.
Then they each had an antitoxin.
Makes sense. You want to keep rolling?
Yeah, go ahead.
13.
The third has a potion of invisibility.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh, give me that.
So we've got 6 vials as well.
6 vials, 2 common healing potions,
Okay.
2 antitoxins, 1 potion of invisibility, and 1 more roll.
Much better, 20.
And that one, Dr. Stowe, nicely done, is what they call blue winnis, WHINNIS, blue winnis poison.
Sable, this is a poison of some kind. First off, here's a potion of invisibility. That might help you out a lot.
Thank you.
This is a poison. Do you know anything? You know anything about poisons? Maybe you could actually identify what it does. It's a blue winnis.
I do have proficiency with poisoner's kits.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Roll with advantage. See what?
okay. Is that intelligence?
I believe so.
Okay. 15.
Yes. Blue winnis poison will hurt someone's health. It basically does 1 point of constitution damage. But then it also, if they fail a save, can knock someone out for 1 to 3 hours.
Wow. So you keep a hold of that. These other ones got a healing potions and antitoxin. I'll just call it and put those in my doctor's bag. Add them to my other ones I got, so that'll be good. Okay, does anybody need any kind of healing? How are you doing?
I'm doing much better. I'm 32-41.
Okay. And you're doing better now?
37 out of 41.
Okay, good. Moxie, you didn't get hit at all, right? Moxie, I can tell you're poisoned. Can I tell that this is going to be wearing off soon?
Yeah, just as you look at her, she, maybe gives a big yawn, and then about this time your head clears and you feel it's not so hard to think anymore.
I'm fine. But I do hate spiders at this point. I'm a big anti-spider fan.
All right, so where do we go from here?
Well, in that room y'all were just in, there's that south door.
The double doors? Mm-hmm. Yeah. As I look in down the grating here, so it looks like it goes into this hallway over here. All right. Well, why don't we head that way?
Sounds good to me.
You guys go back from this dilapidated cobweb-filled room, especially these weird cobweb nests in the corners, back into this, what possibly could have been like a lobby or a reception room or a foyer, although it has no furniture or anything in it, just those velvet curtains that could be closed against the wall that you came in. Double doors to the south that are there. You open that up, and it is a 10-foot wide east and west hallway. To your right, you can see it goes up to the wall where the cobwebs are in the grate. To the left, it looks like it opens up about 15 or 20 feet down that hallway. It looks like it opens up into some other room, and then directly in front of you, so it's a T shape, directly in front of you is a 10-foot wide hallway, and about 20 feet down that hallway, it looks like there is a door on the left-hand side. With the bullseye lantern, you can also see that there is a door at the very end of this hallway as well.
I would like to try and pick up that blood trail again, if possible.
Sure.
Anybody want to assist me
Yes,
with that?
I will help you out.
You have the bardic. It lasts for an hour.
Oh, yeah. 18.
No, you don't see any fresh blood at the double doors that are here that lead into this T shape.
All right, where are we going?
Well, let's peek up to the T. Do they all look like the same kind of doors?
Yeah. So August starts going down the stem of the T.
But wait a second, I can't see anything because the person with the bull's lantern is in another room just around the doorway entry.
Oh, true. So you go about 15 feet and it gets pretty dark.
Yeah, I'll follow
I
behind.
don't think there's anything in here. And I'll trip and fall and come back.
I'll follow behind you with
Okay.
with the lantern.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. So bullseye lantern following behind.
I'm going to drop into stealth again.
Okay.
25 stealth.
Very good. Do you want to stealth down the hallway, or you want to stealth to the left toward that, what appears to be a room opening up?
Yeah, I'll dip left for a second.
Okay.
Listen at the door.
So there's no doorway there. It just kind of opens up. So you can stay back 10 feet and with your dark vision, see that this room is fairly large. Once you get to the end of the T, it's about 35 feet long and about 25 feet wide. Roll me a little perception check.
Okay. Another 18.
There's a stale scent of smoke with a little bit of a acrid tinge to it. Recent experience, it smells a lot like Rook's Roost did. And then there's a moth-eaten rug on the floor that's straight in front of the hallway where you were at. In the opposite corner, which would be the northeast corner, there's a fireplace surrounded by beautifully carved marble, but it's all mostly out of disuse. To your immediate left, about 10 feet from the wall, is a big, ornately carved, looks like deep mahogany wood, a bar, like a serving bar that's there. And that seems to be everything in this room.
Kind of triangulating from the south, where like the city walls passed by, and the route that we took in here. Does this actually lead to the Rook's Roost?
It seems like that passage in the tunnel in the city wall might move on around and get close to the Rook's Roost, maybe 3 or 4 blocks away. But this complex, at least where you're at right now, doesn't seem far at all. It would be, across the street from the soiled sow and 100 yards south of it, underneath the ground.
Okay, I know they're going another way.
There you go. Meanwhile, at the door, August E. Graymore, you've come up to this door in the middle of the stem of the hallway, and Dr. Stone is there with you with the light. At the base of the T, of the stem of the T, there is a single 5-foot door. This one here is also double doors. You're directly in front of you.
Can I do a perception check to see if I can hear anything?
You bet.
I'm gonna give myself guidance on that.
All right.
27.
You don't hear anything.
It sounds quiet. Do you want to open this door?
I'll push on it with my glaive.
Just pushing on it, it doesn't move. But,
Okay, well then I'll try to open it.
And you turn the handle and click. It's a double door, so presumably you turn the handle on the right side, and that side of the door opens up. There's kind of a musty smell of books and a little bit of old leather that greets you as you see this room is just lined with shelves. They're not all filled, but it obviously used to be a library. This room does have 3 what once was comfortable looking leather chairs, although it's cracked and perhaps hardened, and 1 12-foot long, very big leather couch.
I look to the doctor and shrug.
I want to go in real quick, do just a real quick glance around, maybe again, guidance on a perception to see if I can see anything that would be of importance in
You
this
betcha,
library.
go ahead.
21.
A quick glance, it seems to be a disorganized collection of books and scrolls and some pamphlets. Most of them seem to be on weird occult topics. There are several little items that are either glass domed containers that have items in them. You get the feeling from your religious training that they might be like relics of some type, like religious relics of some type. And then there are a couple of taller glass canisters that, again, just sporadically around the room. Go ahead and roll me another perception check.
Yeah. 21.
As you move some things around, you find 1 canister that is filled with the remains of a fetus in formaldehyde type of mixture.
But nothing else of value or anything like that.
But there doesn't seem to be anything of value, perhaps.
Okay.
So
I think we're all good here. Why don't we check out this other door?
Where's Moxie?
I've been waiting for you guys to find anything cool.
Are you tagging along with us, or are you
Yeah,
like 3 rooms away?
No, I guess just following around in the back.
Okay.
I just don't have anything to contribute to the conversation.
Well, let's check the next room then.
and you step back out, you go to the doorway that is at the bottom of the T that's here.
Yeah, I want to listen in on that door again.
Okay, go ahead.
19 perception.
And you don't hear anything.
Okay, it's good. You can open it.
And I'll open it.
And this appears to be a dining hall of some type. There are 5 or 6 tables, and there are 2 or 3 chairs at each table.
Is it old and dusty, like it hasn't been used in a while, or like recent?
No, this is the most recent looking room that you've found. The tables are mostly clean. The floor itself is mostly clean. There's not a layer of dust.
Does that look like a little back room back there?
Everything's a stone wall. Yes, to your right, catty-cornered, you can see a doorless entryway, and making a little peek, this area right over here, it's obviously like a kitchen.
I'll turn again to the good doctor and shrug.
Anyone in here?
There's no one in here.
You said there was a painting in the room that Sable is in?
There was a carpet and a mantle made out of marble and a bar. You do notice as you peek in just a little bit further, on the wall to your left, there is a door there as well.
If we're staying with us, I'll go to it.
Alrighty. And you step around and open up that door, and you find like a barracks room, and there are about 12 bunk beds in here. And another door at the far west end of that. The bunk beds are kind of on the north and south walls, you know?
Are there trunks?
There are. Moxie, did you team up with Sable as is often the
Sure.
case? Very good. Moxie, you can easily tell that this room is a parlor, like a receiving room, or would have been.
This is a bar. Okay, I'm sorry, there's just a thing. I go behind the bar.
Okay.
Can I determine any information from the booze they have? Like, is it all high price stuff? Is it all super old? Is it like, can I get any information? Like this bottle, there's only 3 bottles of this in the world.
So you go back there and you can tell that there used to be at least 3 or 4 bottles like on the shelf behind this bar area. There used to be some bottles there because you can still see the dust rings of them, but it's empty now. However, you do see 2 half bottles that are the cheapest stuff in the world.
Like teens or like alcoholics might buy.
Roll me some type of bar knowledge. Not bar dick, but like bar knowledge, alcohol knowledge.
History feels the most applicable, but what if I have a bad history stat? It's just a +1.
Insight to recall your knowledge on it.
Insight might be better because I have a 4 for that. Because I'm trying to determine, what does this mean? 16?
Oh, that's not bad. So you can't be certain, but as I said, there were 3 or 4 circles where the dust had settled around something, right? And it's obviously been moved. And one of them is like an octagonal shape that could be the classic flask for a very expensive dwarven whiskey.
Which, looking around architecturally, makes a lot of sense.
Yes, it does.
Okay, is the furniture on the smallest side?
Other than kind of a moth-eaten carpet as you first walk in, the serving bar itself and the fireplace mantle, that's the only furniture in this room. There's nothing else in here.
The fireplace hasn't been used in a long time, I'm assuming.
Doesn't appear to be.
For the record, I'm gonna take this crappy booze. I think it'll be useful in a prank or a fire starter later.
Okay.
I would like to go and inspect the fireplace.
Alrighty.
We know there's a lot of secret entrances, so is there a way that they're using the fireplace?
You could definitely check and find out.
19.
Yes. You notice that inside of the fireplace, there's that metal structure that can hold the wood up so that it gets circulation and such. And you notice it looks like it's not anchored really well. So perhaps you push or pull on one end of it.
Yeah.
You pull on it, and sure enough, if it doesn't tilt up, out toward you, and a back panel of the fireplace opens up, showing you your dark vision just inside a sloping ramp that goes down.
Red Dirt D&D Curse of the Clockwork City is Brooke Bullock as our Dungeon Master, Kiri Hester as Moxie, Connor Shenold as Sable, Johnny Payne as August E. Graymore, and I'm Michael Cross as Dr. Elias Stone. Our theme music comes from Ovani Sound. Our sound effects and additional music courtesy of Jeffrey McBride, Monument Studios, Describe.com, and TabletopAudio.com. Dice for the Red Dirt D&D cast provided by ST Way Gaming. You can find us at reddirtdnd.com. If you are enjoying Red Dirt D&D, make sure to subscribe, rate us, and leave a comment. Also, tell your friends about Red Dirt D&D. You can also support the show at patreon.com/reddirtdnd at whatever giving level works best for you. Join us next time as we discover more secrets in the Clockwork City.